Bring a little taste of Italy to your day with the Italian.
Good evening, everybody. Right, are you ready? We need a bit of energy here. This is my favourite song at the moment. Can anyone guess what it is? Love you, Jen. Be high enough. Life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Here we go. Gaspon. Cutting some shapes. We walk the line and try to see. Yes, it is, Jen. A higher love. This is it. What's the point if we don't, okay? Hi, Marie. Sorry, I'm getting a bit carried away. I need to find the screen. Can I just say, who managed to place an order today? High five! Massive, well done. Just for getting through. I mean, you know, well done. We crashed the website tonight. I mean, like, how insane is that? Right, I need to find my Facebook now. Hang on a second. It's already logged in. I don't know what it's talking about. Hang on. I can't find my face. Hang on. What?
Nikki, it's at the far left. You're on the wrong one.
Right, I can't see.
Top at the top left. Up, your mouse up a bit. Mouse up a little bit.
I've got all the stuff for the screen on here with the Zoom.
Yeah, well, you've got a tab saying 9 p.m. Monday night training, which is just above where your cursor is now. You're on the wrong Facebook login.
Nikki, if you where the big long tab is, just click it and move it. You can move that down when you're hosting.
That's
Put
the
your
one.
arrow on it and pull it
Click
down.
on that.
Sorry, everybody.
I think you need the second one, actually. Sorry, Gaz. I think you need the second one where it says training and recognition. Is that the PowerPoint? No, you've got it. You've got it.
Oh, I've got it.
Could be that one.
I don't think there's much in it, to be perfectly honest, this week. Good evening, everybody. There we go. So, new consultants, I'm really sorry, but the machine crashed just at Le Moment Critique when Lisa was trying to put it in. Does anybody want to unmute and tell us about new consultants? This is the participatory aspect of the training.
Stephen Johnson, sponsored by myself.
Awesome, Carol. Hi, Stephen.
I've got Laura Crowfoot, sponsored by me.
Amazing. I've got two as well, and I've got their names. I've been thinking about so many things. Welcome to them. Anybody else? Just tell us who you sponsored this week. Anyone new, even if you can only remember the number of people.
I have got Emma Nunes, sponsored by me.
Amazing!
Hello, I'm new.
Hello.
I'm new and I'm sponsored by Maritza.
Hi, what's your name, darling? I can't see.
Alison.
Amazing, Alison, someone that's here.
Yeah.
Fantastic! Bring me a higher love. Do you like dancing, Alison?
Very much so, yes.
Okay, amazing, you're in. Anybody else? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I've got Karen Moore, sponsored by me.
Hi, Karen. Anyone else? You're all amazing. Welcome to your new home, is all I'm going to say. This cyber world where you are more welcome than you've ever been in your entire life. No bullying, no feeling like the new person, where to hang your coat, like at school. You are so welcome. Okay. Wow, look at this. We've got our new Team 2020 calendar. So this is on the charts. This is really important because this is regular, as you can see all down the left side there, yellow is every Monday night we have our weekly training, but there's also every month we've got our monthly nation training in Stamford, same place, same time, once a month, and every quarter we have recognition for achievements. We've got events in January, we've got training, we've got DM Day, we've got Global Training Conference in April, and all this will be filled. There's team leaders dates, there's trips, and there's this incentive meal I've just mentioned every quarter, and there's also some training and recognition meal with the incredible Jerry Rosenthal. So if you are new, I'd say the key things to look out for are early May with Jerry Rosenthal, GTC in April, product training, our team events, and AAC, which is in September, are absolute must go-tos. Yeah. Any others? Because when I'm on share, I can't see. So some people think they're going in the chat there. Anybody have anything else to say about that? That's a very detailed chart. So I'm leaving it there for a little minute. But if anybody else wants to add anything, please do. Yeah, the 2nd of May, exactly, Catherine. In Nottingham, incredible training. We have such incredible training, and we can almost get complacent because we have so much going on all the time, but dive in and be on all of it, because you have no idea what's going to hit home at what point, and you need it all the time to be washed over you all the time. Never assume you know everything. There's always stuff to learn, and enjoy it. Enjoy learning. Why wouldn't we enjoy learning? Just come off a call at 8 o'clock hearing about how we're in the best soil. I always think we're in a grow bag with Arbonne and with any so much personal growth. So enjoy feeding your soil and nourishing yourself. Getting started Zoom. Every time people become DMs, we have training, and then this is for new consultants, 2nd and 4th Monday of each month. November the 25th is the next one. We have online events every week. Monday night calls as we got now. Tuesday 8 o'clock is in the Hello Future about our business, and also there's a live on Thursday nights about products. So slightly pared that down, but there's still a lot going on. There's a 30 Days to Healthy Living Facebook group running every 2 weeks. The 1st and 3rd Monday of every month is when it starts, run by a couple of people who are incredible at answering everyone's questions, because the 30 Days program is the way to change your life completely. Healthy living is 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, and 100% mindset. So getting into the zone and into the mindset for changing your life and getting off allergens really does need support. So that's why we really are committed to that. And also the incredible Michelle set this up, which is a group that starts every Monday, lasts purely on one product, which is the body cleanse. Vanessa, my incredible consultant, district manager, I beg your pardon, is now doing the body cleanse this week. It's a fantastic product. We bumped into each other at a meeting today, both of our body cleanses, and it's a game changer. It really, really is such a great start for detoxing. And now I'm going to move on to Discover Arbonnes, which are happening in and around our area. So there's every first Wednesday in Hastings, in our nation, should I say, not necessarily our area, quite spread out. Second Monday is Stamford. Second Thursday is Nottingham. Third Wednesday is Peterborough. Third Thursday is the Camborne area. And third Thursday is Leicester. There's also other ones happening across the UK. There is the UK Discover Arbonne page on Facebook, and you can Google with a location, saying, or search on a location, and there will be other Discover Arbonnes coming up. So this is this Thursday. Wow, look at that huge packed number of people who are going to be going and talking, hosted by Gaz. And there's going to be a nutrition talk beforehand, followed by a DA. We've got Zinzi, AM Zinzi, DM Chanel, AMQ Helen, DMQ Wayne, AM Rachel, and Dr. Sulangzi, and AM Ali, and DMQ Katie. So they are all incredible, all very different. Really good to go to that. That's on the 21st. So that is Thursday night this week. Okay. And there's goodie bags and guests for guests and a raffle at the City Rooms Leicester. This is the Arbonne Nottingham DAs. Next one is tonight. And next ones will be December. And then in Derby, we have the 27th next week, which the jury's in. There are also Discover Arbonnes in Kettering and Northampton. We had one in Northampton last week, which is incredible. And tomorrow, the 19th, in Kettering. Peterborough. That is not happening in November, I've seen. And then Fenland.
There isn't one in November, but it starts up again in January.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. And then we've got the Fenland DA happening on Saturday, the 30th of November, not the Saturday, next Saturday, with Kelly, Holly, and Michelle, which is amazing. Our Christmas party, which is also our recognition evening, it's Friday, December the 6th. Very, very exciting. Huge, huge thank you to Holly and Michelle for organising that. Can we just give them a round of applause now? There has been so much chasing required and so much like checking on everyone, and I'm just really, really, really grateful to them. I think they have nearly committed Harry-Kiri a couple of times. Rewards and recognition for this week. I'm just going to put that track on again. I hope you don't mind, but it is just a bit of a fave right now. And yeah, you can't get too much of a good thing in my mind. If it all works. Here we go. So what's been happening so far? No one mentioned. Has anyone done 2,500? I might have done actually this month. Don't know. Sorry. I've been too busy like trying to get through on the website tonight. The incredible Lisa Gregory, sponsored by Claire Gratiam, has done her IC Cash Bonus Part 2 and 2 new. Amazing, Lisa. Woo! DM Bonus, Danny Wells, already. Well done. AM Bonus, BP Bonus. We've got some Roger Bannisters, I know. Please, can anyone unmute and tell me yours? Carol, do you want to tell me yours? Because I can't find them on my phone. Whilst I'm doing music, I'm afraid. Who's done Roger Bannister? Shout out now. We need to hear.
Kirsty Shapiro.
Kirsty! Oh my word, she trained. Amazing, Kirsty.
Helen Thacker.
Helen, amazing. Well done. AM coming. Who else? A lot of people will have Rogered now, but obviously it's too late after that incredible promotion today. I think we've Rogered as well, but only tonight. Anything else on the Roger Bannister front? Well done, you guys. Haven't got any personal QB. And that's it. Sorry, got all these charts. Now I'm going to crack on with my training now. Right, who was here last week? Did you, who posted their mission on following on from the incredible training from Kate? Put your hands up. You post your mission in the Do More page. Hello. I'm going to stop screen sharing now. How do I unshare? How do I unshare people? Sorry. I want to get rid of this lot. There we go. Right, everyone, are you okay? Right, so I would very much like to get rid of that. How do I do that? Oh well. How do I do that, guys? How do I get rid of this? Resume share. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so this training is called This Is Not a Rehearsal. Okay. And following on from Kelly's amazing training last week on mission, I hope that everyone's been thinking about their mission if they haven't put it on there. I want to see who has actually put their, I put mine up. So why do you think people didn't do that? Because they didn't have one, or because they couldn't put it up there, or? So what I was wondering is, I did notice that quite a few people obviously hadn't put their mission on there, that perhaps we need a little bit of a link towards that and a bridge. So I'm going to talk about your why as that bridge, okay? So what gets you there, okay? So we're all in Arbonne. Has anybody heard this week's Go for Gold? Incredible, incredible, incredible training. So from Emily Harridan, NVP. Okay, so what she talks about in that call, and I'm not going to talk about that training and just copy that because you need to listen to that training. But what she talks about is some facts on why this is the best place to be right now. So just coming off the back of the call that we've just been on with all the beautiful guys who've been to Fraser Brooks, and also going to Acceleration Academy yesterday myself, where Jade trained and was absolutely incredible. What some comes through in all of this is it's all about realizing what you have in your hands, and making it yours and making it happen. So there's various ways to believe and know that you are in literally the best place to flourish and in the incredible soil to grow yourself. So Emily Harridan is a facts girl and stats girl, okay? And she's been in Arbonne something like 15 years. And she was saying that this is the time to really, really, really go for it, more than any other time that she has known Arbonne. I've been in 7 years. I can't believe it. It's gone so, so fast. She's been in 15 years. And she's saying no one is talking about it like they are now. No one has ever been like this in Arbonne in the whole time that she's been there. The energy, the momentum, and the convergence of so many factors is making it like literally rise up to this pinnacle of such powerful presence in the world. Nobody needs a plan B more than they do now. And I'm just going to reel off a few facts to actually underpin this momentum that is really, really happening, and really get stuck in with what you have. So there's a few things that I'm going to help us connect to our mission, basically. So this is all Americans, but I'm sure it's equatable to here. So 61% say they don't. So we're thinking about the three things that we just reel off in the DA, like all the time: how to get more money, how to get more time, and how to get more freedom. You know, like this whole thing where it becomes a little bit like, just rolls off the tongue, and it's like, just hold on a minute here, what are we actually saying, and getting that power and impact again like it was the first time you heard it. So lots of people say they don't have enough time. So this is how we can actually give people time. So what are the facts that actually say people don't have enough time? They've done surveys. 61% say they don't have enough time of Americans. 60% are disconnected with their jobs. 60% want more control over their time and their life. In America, they have like no holiday, okay? You have to work 20 years in a corporate environment to actually get 20 days holiday. I mean, here we get 20 years standard, but like there, they have to earn it after 20 years. A quarter of people want to travel more. Good luck with a pathetic amount of holiday. You know, 80% want to spend more time with their family. And that is definitely true in the UK as well. Every household has, on average, $6,000 worth of debt. And 54% retire with less than $10,000 to actually live on. And needless to say that if you're stressed when you're retired, you're more likely to suffer from stress-related illnesses. And then they also hit you with this big fact, which is that 80% of chronic illness is actually preventable, and that's heart disease, diabetes. They're all lifestyle related. 40% of Americans are obese, and the number of people that have mental health problems, and they're finding that that's inextricably linked with nutrition. There's a vast increase in the number of antidepressants which are being given out, like sweets, and that has like tripled in the last 3 years. So, you know, we're talking about chronic states of depression. So, you know, that is literally some top line facts from that Go for the Gold call from Saturday. Do listen to it, because, you know, what we need, we've all joined Arbonne for a reason, and there's no coincidence to why that we've all landed here. Okay, this is your home. This is why we all need to really grasp it. And nobody is living the life that they want. Everybody is living a life of quiet desperation. You know, they might be putting a brave face on it, but most people are getting now seriously stressed with the thought of Christmas. They can't afford to have a month, never mind Christmas, you know. And that's the thing to recognize, is that we are here with a calling. We have a mission. You know, it chimed right in your heart the minute you heard what this was, and you're like, oh my God, this is my magic carpet. This is my way out of here. You know, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. So how do we make that connection with our mission to actually make it happen every day? And that, for me, is the thing that I think we all need help with. And it's really about understanding your why. Okay, your why you are here. And Simon Sinek says it's not what or how you do it, it's the why behind it. So Simon Sinek is a master coach, a master kind of convener, and helping out businesses to actually retain staff and keep morale up, and, like, you know, in the socioeconomic, you know, mental and emotional state of everybody in countries and in companies, and helping them retain and keep energy high. And he's always preaching to CEOs about the why behind their company, which is why, you know, Branson and, you know, Apple and all these companies are upping their ethical game and like all the rest of it. And, you know, as they said when we went to this DA in Northampton, you know, Leanna Hallen said, you know, everybody now is jumping on the bandwagon of health and well-being. You know, that PETA started 40 years ago, the whole chemical free, the whole you know, vegan, never tested on animals, you know, again, all the stuff we say like almost off pat in our DA, and it's like, no, wait a second, this is really critical. The world needs sustainability. It needs, people need health. They need to know what they are doing on a daily basis to self-medicate away from all this depression. They're quietly killing themselves with all the sugar and the alcohol and the caffeine and the dairy and the gluten and all the things to like suppress their feelings, you know. And it's like, wake up, people, wake up, you know, now is the time. We have to do this. And as Arbonne consultants, we get it. We're jumped in. Hooray, high five to everyone that is in this business, and high five if you're on live, and high five if you're watching this on on recording. There is massive issues here in this world that we actually have to deal with. But oh my God, do you get knocked back like all the time, because the whole world is so conditioned to be, you know, rats running on a treadmill, you know, like how dare you do something different? How dare you dream outside of the 9 to 5? You know, it's like, really, we have to stay so connected to our whys, because everybody, when they first start, have a physical why. Okay, they want more money, essential as that. That's why we're all here. I mean, let's just wake up to that one, shall we? We all want to have 25 grand a month and more, correct? Have I got that wrong? Tell me if I've got that wrong, please. Got that right? We all want to do that because we have such a big job to do, right? We have so many things we want to do here. This is not a rehearsal. That title comes from my dad, okay? He's a fighter pilot, ex-fighter pilot from the RAF, and he always says, this is not a rehearsal. You know, we are not here to just play small and piss about. We are here to do stuff, yeah? And not be dumbed down by the education system, the culture, government, you know, all of this, all trying to like squash us down like all the time. So we all have this physical why. We know we need to break out of that and we need money to do that. But the thing that's actually going to make the difference, folks, is the emotional, mental and spiritual why, which is why it's 100% mindset. And that is what we have to and Cecilia Stoll says, when this business goes from your head to your heart, that's when the magic happens. And that's what I'm talking about. You need a heart why. Okay, so when we're talking about whys, we don't just talk about the physical, I need more money, because that doesn't have an emotional connection for most people. Okay, what we need to do is we need to, I'd love your cat to join in. We need to really, really connect with our emotional why. And let me tell you something, folks, after 7 years, it burns and hurts and gets harder and makes it more of an impact when I really think about my why. Your why becomes more intense the more you do Arbonne, in my experience, because you know that the world needs it more and more and more. So this is a deeply personal reason. This is not something you necessarily want to share with other people. It's just what keeps you going, what your personal why is. You know, for some people it's to retire their other half, some people it's their kids, some people it's to make them grandma proud. You know, whatever it is, it has to really, really be intensely personal to make you really connect with why you're doing this, because of the knockdowns that we all get day in, day out. Because people don't see that they need this. They see that it is products. And when we are talking to people, we have to connect with them in some way towards that why. You're not going to meet someone in 10 minutes and then get to their why. You know, that takes work and time for all of us to get there. So for me, it's about kids, you know, and I believe that children should be given a really happy life. Up to as much as then they can make their own decisions, and we should not be warping, we should be giving them the best possible opportunities regardless of their gifts and their talents, and no one should be bullied, no one should be persecuted for who they are. You know, that is my personal mission, and that's why on Facebook I always put hashtag it's all about the kids, because that is my personal why. And you know, do you know your why? Do you have your emotional why actually nailed down in your head, in your heart, actually in your heart mainly? Does everybody have that? Can you put me a yes, please? Every single person. You need to have like I need to see a whole reel of yeses on that chat right now, because it's like, if you haven't, you need to spend a little bit of your miracle morning really, 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 really tuning in to what your why is, because you have to have one. Everyone has one. It has to be much more than money. It has to be, because it's never going to get you through otherwise. And that has to be the thing that is literally going to keep you going in the middle of the night, like when it's raining, when it's snowy, when it's icy, when you get up and keep going, get back up, keep going all the time, and keep going no matter what. Because I actually also think, guys, is that the reason we have this why for a reason, okay? Because I actually think in our heart of hearts, and I've really come to this conclusion, is that we actually don't think we are worthy of being ENVPs for quite a long time. We don't believe that we are worth that like rock star lifestyle. We want that money side of things, but we don't necessarily believe we are worth that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, who am I? Who am I to live a life like that? You know, I mean, like, who is? You know, this is the life of rock stars. You know, I mean, when you go to, you know, events and you see these ENVPs looking incredible and looking like immaculate, looking absolutely glowing with health, and you're like, oh my God, am I ever going to be like those people? The only way you are going to get there, guys, is if you have a why, like we just talked about, this emotional why, and you have to get really blinkered and get your goggles on and just keep going, like all the way through, because it's it's not about you, essentially. It's about your why. It's about your why, and it's about connecting with your team's whys and why they are here, and that is how we are all going to get through, and that's what gets you through to your mission. Okay, the big mission, the real reason why you're here. And we actually really need a bridge to connect to that. And I think that's the thing that is possibly what we all need to be working on, is our why to connect to our mission. Because that's what's inspiring others. That's what gets them up in the morning. That's what you show them what's possible. That's what a leader is, by actually demonstrating that it is possible, because they have kept close to their why and their mission. And when you hear what people's whys are, you know, Miranda Bircham, or, you know, Donna with her, like, orphanages and like all of this, it really makes you realize what we have and what this world actually needs. And we need to grab this opportunity now. You know, this is the time, this is our time, this is the momentum that we need to do this. You know, it was fascinating going to the Acceleration Academy yesterday with the Copolaro and, you know, Hetty Gifford Nations. And, you know, they're celebrating in the last 3 months, you know, people who've done DM bonus, you know, that's like 1 out of the last 3 months, 2 out of the last 3 months. And, you know, we have numbers that like they would dream of having, of people doing their DM bonus. We are doing incredibly well as a, you know, dual nation right now, soon to be more nations, obviously. But, you know, do you realize how well we are doing? I mean, that was one of the things that really struck me yesterday, was like, these guys are celebrating things that we just do like every month, you know. And it's like absolutely incredible what we are creating. Watch what happens now. It's this repeat duplication, everybody aiming for DM bonus, and you just think what that is creating out there in the world. Massive shifts for people in terms of belief that they can do this. You know, you bite, they say, you know, you eat that elephant one bite at a time. So, you know, don't get faced thinking, oh my God, you know, do first of all, you do first step, you know, that's what the bonuses are all about. IC bonus part 1, IC bonus part 2, 2,500 building block, DM bonus. And, you know, that's what we're all doing, and then you duplicate that out. So don't get overwhelmed by the numbers. It's literally a case of stapling yourself to your why, not looking left or right. I am doing this for the kids. I'm doing it from, my personal thing is I'm doing it for my kids first, then the kids that are in my team. I know it sounds small-minded, but kids in all of ours teams, and then the kids of the world, because then I kind of can open out that way. I cannot bear for kids not to have a happy life. I just can't, you know. I can't watch films or watch anything where kids are being hurt. I can't watch it. I turn it off. I can't bear it. I just can't bear it. So yeah. And really as well is when you feel yourself dipping from your why, which again can happen on a moment by moment basis, is flip it, you know, flip that switch. Like, right, I'm not having it, you know, go and do something. Okay, put music on. That's like we've been talking about, like with the super attractor book that I've been reading by Gabby Bernstein, or, you know, like the training the Fraser Books training, you know, flip it and like, you know, Rachel Hollis, you know, play the music, keep pumped up. Don't let the dark in. Stay light, stay stapled to your why. Flip that energy, keep high vibe, walk the dog, do some cooking, you know, put on something funny, find a funny YouTube, you know, whatever it is, stay high. Okay. If you feel yourself slipping down, get back up, get back into activity. You know, that's what they say is like, what if you've got some time and someone like kind of blows you out or cancels over, that time's allocated for Arbonne time. Do something, contact 5 people. You'd be amazed how much better you feel. You know, don't let anybody steal your why from you, because that is not happening. That's not okay. You know, you're here for a very, very special reason. You're incredible, special person. You've got a heart that has connected to all the other hearts in this group. And we all need you here. We all need this energy. We all need each other. And that, when people talk about community, they're really talking about truth. They're talking about people that will have your back now. You are home now. Okay, no one is horrible here. Okay, everybody loves everyone and supports everyone and is true. And it's so wonderful when you see people when you're out and about, because you can see they're Arbonne people, you know, and it's like that glow. And this world needs our bright light. It really, really does. And that's why I put that song on, Higher Love. We are on a higher vibration to everyone else, and it's that high vibe that will get you through. People are attracted to that. I have that every day, folks. When I go to a meeting, people are like, you look younger every time I see you. You've got incredible energy. You should be speaking on stage, you know, like all of this. And I'm like, wow, this is trippy. But I'm just doing what we're all doing. And I'm sure you all get those positive things like all the time. So, you know, your homework from tonight is, what is your heart why? What is it? And that's personal to you. You don't have to tell anyone, but you need to know it. You need to know it in your heart, like you know it, like you know it, like you know it, and switch it into the thing that really, really keep, you know, enough already on people being cruel to each other. I've had enough. I can't bear it. I really can't. You know, we've got to get out there and change this whole thing by being kind and smiley and nice, despite what anyone is saying to us. And that includes my family, okay, who knock me down like all the time and keep asking me why I'm doing this Arbonne thing. And I'm just going to show them. It's as simple as that. Show them. Be the evidence, as Sarah Dunning says. And that is all. You have to stick with your tribe like all the time, okay? And stay high vibe. That is it. Bring me a higher love, folks. And that, you are my tribe. You are where I grow. I don't want to do anything else on a Monday night than hang out here. What else is there than feeling amazing? That's why I put that on my Facebook page today. You know, what have you got if you haven't got your health and your well-being? Absolutely nothing. Number one priority. You're not going to do anything if you're not high vibe. It's not going to happen. So that is my training. Has anyone got any? I love you. Has anyone got any questions? Please unmute. Please ask any questions and share if you want. Anything you want to share. Nothing compulsory. Stay high though.
Nikki, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, so the higher love to me would be your heart why. Yes. But I know you have a world why, but what is your heart why, my lovely?
It's the children. It's always about children. It's always about them being true to themselves, because, you know, it's interesting. Even tonight we had to have a staff meeting for James, because he's actually been bullied, I've realized, for quite a few years for being dyslexic, and he's in a school where they don't actually recognize that. And it's really, really eaten me up the last week to think that he's been bullied for years without me realizing. And I am not going to let them get away with it. And I'm going to make sure that all the kids are protected, because dyslexia is not about being thick. He's told every day that he's so slow, thick and stupid. Can you imagine what that is like? And he just says it happens every day, Mum. They do it every day. But like, kids bully everyone about all sorts of things, don't they? It's not just James. So and he's determined to be an entrepreneur. He will be, this isn't going to define him. I mean, he's really, really clear about that, but he won't let me tell the school. He says, Mum, don't, because I don't want you to grasp up who's saying what, because he tells me stuff and he's like, don't you say anything, so I know it'll be used, told. So I'm doing it in different ways, and no one deserves to be bullied. I don't know if anyone was bullied, but I was in school, funny enough, the same age as James. And I think that's what makes you really determined as you're older, you know. I'm never gonna do that to anyone when you've had an experience like that. So yeah, it's the kids, it's all about the kids. That's why I always put a hashtag all about the kids, you know. The kids are like our fresh new next generation. We have to look after them, because if we don't, you know, we're doomed.
Thank you, darling.
Any more, anyone want to have anything? Exactly, Claire. Are you, Sarah? Wow, it's the same as James. That's amazing. Exactly. Self-love. Claire, all about self-love and body acceptance. What an incredible, incredible ambassador for that. I mean, you know, we really have incredible ambassadors for whatever, you know, ambassadors for animal freedom and, you know, kindness and you know, particular, you know, diabetes and issues. And, you know, we have so many ambassadors in this team. It's really, really incredible. There you go. Danny, amazing. And it's really the case that, you know, they're the most sensitive children. You know, they're the ones being sought after by, you know, Google and because they think differently and they think creatively. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. But it's very harsh in a world where they're still like very boxed in and framed, you know, by like how they have always done things. You know, they don't give him time to write stuff down, and, you know, it's just all this stuff. So yeah, I'm not having it. Anything else, my beautiful friends? This is the best place to be, for sure, where we are all accepting of everyone's path and who we are, because we all shower. You know, it doesn't matter what religion or background we are, we're all going to need to have this support behind us, and to build, we can build it, whoever you are and whatever you're doing. And that, for me, is pure freedom, to hang out with people that accept people with no judgment. Love you so much. Is that it? Okay, let's have an after party.